Story time on how I just went on a date with this guy who thought he was the bad bitch. Like, what is it really giving? And moments like this remind me why I don't like going on dates. And it's just more so why you just gotta ignore these dudes every single time they try to get in your face and charm you. Because honestly, it's very scary. It's very scary times out here. Also, into this story, I hate when like guys look good on paper and then when like you see them, it's just like, it's not matching up, but whatever. Anyway, y'all, this guy tells me he wants to take me on a date. I give him a suggested location of a place where I want to go because I've been there before, but I hadn't tried this specific item on the menu. I say I'm not available till 8 o'clock, right? The guy's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna look on the website, make the reservation, and I'm gonna send you the screenshot of like the reservation that I made. So that time comes, he sends me the screenshot. This reservation is for 7:30, right? Now, me personally, I'm like, that's a red flag because you're not listening to what I told you. I said I'm available at 8. Mind you, I was at work. He don't know that, but that's why I told you I'm not available till 8 or whatever. And so he's like, this is what I made. So I go back and emphasize the message where I said the time that I'm available. And I said, unfortunately, that time does not work for me. So then he then proceeds to say, okay, do you still want to go to this restaurant? Because he was basically telling me that they didn't have no other times. And I'm like, they don't have no other times. Like, that's very interesting. So I say to him, if the time that I'm available is not accommodating to the restaurant, then I'm okay with modifying where we go. Literally said something along the lines of that. And come to find out in person, he said that that is a corporate ass response that I gave him. So after he sends the screenshot, whatever, and I send my corporate ass response to whatever, he just don't respond no more. So I'm like, oh, that nigga is in his feelings at this point, because for what reason, I don't know. But I'm like, I'm gonna trust my dad, because like you didn't just magically fall asleep all of a sudden after we were having a back-to-back banter conversation. So then the day comes, and the type of woman I am, I bring it up at the date. I'm like, oh, so it's crazy. Like, did you feel some type of way after my response? And he was like, let's talk about it. Okay, so we talking about it, and I'm just like, you're giving me a lot of energy right now. It's giving very.
Yeah, that is a corporate response. What do you mean? If the restaurant is not accommodating to my time, I'm okay with modifying. Like, I could see why he would see it as a corporate response. She didn't say anything wrong, but it's the energy. Treating him like he works for you, like a secretary, is a little crazy, but it's still not over the top. Let's continue.
Raw, and it's just like, it's not giving fun, flirty, and like brush that shit off your shoulder. Like, we here, I'm happy to see you. And like, we're just going back and forth in the sense at the table of like, oh, you should have contributed to the conversation. I feel like I'm a good communicator and that, you know, we're grown, because we both are like over 30. We're grown, and that could have been handled a different way. Mind you, he ended up not even picking a time at the place that I had suggested that I wanted to go. He just said, fuck that restaurant, and chose a whole new restaurant for a time that they had available at 8 p.m. Like, I think that is petty, but I don't know. It's just so much with this story. And I'm not saying like trying to pull information out of me. Yeah, but I'm at work. Like, it's other factors that was contributing to the communication being choppy, but that's besides the point. The purpose of me just not feeling this date in this conversation is their energy and how he came across, like when we in person. Like, you sound like you still mad about this. Like, damn, what happened to I'm happy to see you? I'm happy we made it past that. I didn't like how you communicated, but I'm glad to see you and I'm glad you're here. It wasn't giving that. It was just giving very much like, I don't need to go through this. You don't need to communicate like this. Like, and it's just like, that was just too sassy for me. I didn't like it at all. And then I had deactivated my Instagram. He sent me a screenshot and was like, oh, you blocked me. I didn't block you, but I'm going to. Like, I need to actually. Thank you for giving me that suggestion. Like, ew. As the man, you're planning the date, you want to see me, just make that shit happen. I'm used to like niggas that just get the shit done and say, hey, this is what we doing, be here at this time type shit, or be ready at this time. I don't know, like, it just, I don't know if I'm a little rusty or what, or if it's just the men here, but that turned me off and rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm just like, I don't know. Story time on how I just
My thing with that is like, when it's a guy you really like, you will even forget about all of these kind of like thoughts that you have about, like, oh, this rubbed me the wrong way. Like, you will just fall in line just naturally. So this was the man that was interested in you, and you just didn't have anything else to do, so you decided to go, and you're giving him attitude. So in your point about, oh, it didn't give, I'm happy to see you. Well, you were talking corporate to him. So yeah, we're both here on this date. Well, let's talk about it. There's no time to be like, oh, but I'm happy to see you. You're not even happy to see him. Like, my thing is with that is, date people you like. Okay, this could have all been not a thing if you only went out with someone that you did like. Okay, so
29 years old, looking for a husband. I wouldn't say I'm looking for a husband, but I'm actively dating so that if my husband happens to stumble upon me, with boo. Here are some things that I have recently blocked men for, on that journey, and why. Number one, saying, "Hey, queen," immediately no. Immediately no. Something about that really just bothered me. It made me feel like you were about to start saying grand rising. I don't know. Anytime a man calls me queen off rip, it just automatically feels like you're trying to manipulate me and make me have all of your babies, and be barefoot and pregnant and never have anything to stand on other than you. And I just don't like that. Number two, saying, "I wish I could be with you right now," not once, but twice. This really pissed me off because I feel like, as a man, why are you saying, "I wish I could be with you," when you could just get in your car and come get me? Clearly, you don't wish you were with me right now, because if you wish you were with me right now, you would be with me right now. And I can't stand a liar. So absolutely not. Number three, ask me what I'm doing for lunch. The reason this one made me so mad is because I feel like, why are you asking me what I'm doing for lunch? Why are you not taking me somewhere to go eat? That just pissed me off. You see I'm a big girl. You see I like to eat. Why are you not don't ask me what I'm doing for lunch. Say, "Hey, let's go to lunch." Or say, "Hey, here's the money so you can go get your lunch. I don't care what you eat as long as you eat." That's what I would have liked. So those are just a couple of reasons why I've been blocking men lately. Hey, so I'm actively dating right now.
So I've always been one of the girlies that's like, I'm never gonna date outside of my race. Like, I love black men. I love them. I love them. I want to have black kids. I want to have a black family. And for so long, I've been dating black men. I'm 24 now. I want to marry before I'm 30. Like, I do not want to get married after I'm 30. Like, I want to get married before I'm 30. Okay. And so I've been going on dates. And I tell them, like, the first date, like, you know, I'm intentionally dating. Like, I'm not in a rush to get married. I don't want to get married tomorrow, but I do, want to get married within the next few years. No pressure to an adult. That's no pressure, right? Recently, I was dating this guy who I told him that on the first date. He was well aware of this, but he was not acting as if, like, we were in a relationship, but you could just tell, like, I don't know, he wasn't relationship minded. Like, he wasn't thinking about as a man that's in a relationship. And so we had to talk about it. We talked about it. And he was basically just like, I don't know if this is really what I want. Like, I don't know what I want. He was saying he doesn't know what he wants. Like, if he wants to be in a relationship, if he wants to get married, mind you, he's 31. So I'm like, okay, like, this isn't every time I go on a date, it's the same thing, but I'm not going to stop. I actually was like, okay, I was asked on a date by this white man. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see. Like, I'm not in a rush, but if I'm gonna be getting married before 30, I probably should be looking to at least find a boyfriend now, And so I'm like, I'm just gonna try something new. Maybe it's, I don't know. So I went.
my thing with that, two things that's coming up so far, right? The whole timeline thing. It could be something that's in your mind, and the only way to kind of like show that and prove that to yourself is to only date people who are relationship minded and people who are serious about you. There's no reason to ever tell someone about your timeline or have a timeline so strict that you marry the wrong person. Trying to get married before 30, I understand the mindset, but it might lead you to marry the wrong person, especially a narcissist. Okay, they love to rush. So the fact that you're rushing, you might just be walking right into it. The second thing that I want to talk about is how it's the fact that you're like, oh, I'm just gonna try, this race, try that race. Date people you like. If you're just going because, like, oh, it hasn't been working with black men, then you won't like him. I'm just telling you now, you won't like him, and it's not gonna work. And if he does marry you, it's just not gonna work in the end. Okay, date people you like.
This date with this white man, and we were sitting down talking, and he was saying about, like, we're talking about what we do, our lives, stuff like that. And he was saying how he just graduated from college and he just got his first like job. It's like, he was like, yeah, it's entry level, but they pay me good. Like, so he's telling me like what he wants to do, what he wants to accomplish in his career. And then he was saying how he just bought his first house. He was like, yeah, I just bought my first house. It's 3 bedrooms. It's gonna be enough for my family. And then I'm sitting here like, he's married. The rumors are true, okay? You get on a date with a white man and he ends up being married. And I'm like, oh, are you married? And he's like, oh, no, I mean like when I make my family. Y'all, he's 25. I always thought that if I wanted to find a husband young, I had to date older men. Apparently that's not true. He's 25 and he has bought a house in anticipation of getting married and starting a family. I am blown away. I'm shocked. And I'm not saying that all white men are the same and this is a experience that they all have, because I don't know. It's my first time going on a date with a white man. But I will say, on the probably hundreds of dates that I've gone on with black men, none of them said anything about any moves that they were making or any things or any precautions or anything that they were doing actively to prepare for marriage and fatherhood. And I'm actually really sad because now I feel like I'm probably going to end up, if I want to get married before I'm 30, I'm probably going to end up with a non-black man. And that really hurts my feelings because I had a vision in my head and I wanted a black man so bad, but I don't think it's going to happen. Like, all of the men I've been dating, they've been older black men, and it's the same thing. Like, I'm not in a rush. You're 30. You're 30. What do you mean you don't know if you want to get married?
30 is not that old for a man. So I don't know what you're talking about. 30 is not that old for a man.
You're not. What are you doing?
For anyone, as a matter of fact, but especially for a man.
What have you been doing? I just don't understand how someone at the age of 30 cannot know what they want. And as much as I love my black men, and I will always say that I love black men, I just don't think that I probably would end up with one. And I understand now why the black woman, white man, interracial dynamic is so successful, because we are probably, both of us know what we want. Like, a black woman, you ask her what she wants out of, does she want to be in a relationship, does she want to be married, she'll tell you exactly her 6-year plan or 10-year.
And that's for people who like each other, not thinking about the race, right? So it's just like you mentioned, the black woman and the white man, the marriage is successful because they happen to like each other, not because, oh, all black women who marry white will have a successful relationship. First and foremost, you have to just like the person, okay? So she's going into dangerous territory. Oh, let me try this. I've seen success here. Let me do it. You gotta like the person, and I cannot stress that enough. So that's the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.